Yaş mama kavramı.
What is wet pet food? Is it necessary for my cat? What is the difference between dry and wet pet food?
Well, wet pet food is actually produced by a very different process to dry food. Generally, the meat byproducts, vegetables, cereals, minerals and fats are mixed with some water and some gelling agents. And then it's all emulsified to produce a sort of paste. It's then partially cooked in a steam tunnel to make it more solid, and then sliced into cubes with knives. The product looks a bit like meat pieces, and it's then placed into the can or the alu tray and maybe filled with a jelly or a gravy, and then sealed, and then it's finally cooked in a pressure cooker for around 2 hours to sterilize it. So due to these processing conditions, it's actually harder to produce a completely balanced wet food, and a supplement sometimes necessary. So it's very important to look for this on the packaging. There are many different qualities of wet pet food sold in Turkey today, but unfortunately many of them are very poor and are made with very small amounts of meat byproducts and maybe 80 or 85% water content, and also a lot of sugar is sometimes added. So people should understand that in Europe, if a producer claims that it contains chicken with a percentage, that could mean that it's chicken byproducts or chicken meal. Nutritionally complete wet and dry pet foods are equally suitable for cats, and sometimes a pet will prefer one or the other. When feeding a dry food, though, it's always important to keep a bowl of fresh, clean water available at all times, since they cannot obtain all of the water from the food alone.